All right, boys and girls, let's repeat the rules. Sit on my bottom. Hands in my lap. No talking. And I'm glad to see that most of you are on your bottoms. You're not talking, your hands in your lap. And if you happen to be wearing a hat or a hood, which none of you are right now, you would remove that because that would interfere with you listening on your headphones, right? Okay, so boys and girls, we are going to learn something new today. I need you to pay attention. At the beginning of the year, I showed you this little traffic light, remember? And I showed you how when it's turned sideways, doesn't it look like the red dot and the yellow dot and the green dot? So what did I teach you that? What does the red light have you do when you're driving? Tell me. Stop. So when it's time for you to stop playing your games, what do you usually do?
Stop.
Oh, look, she showed me her hands. She put her hands up like this and said, stop. Red dot. We're going to do something different today, boys and girls. Instead of going like this and clicking on the red dot, and that works, we're going to learn something called curly Q. Now look here. See this blue arrow? That's pointing to the curly. See how that is kind of curly? Let me make it look really big. And this is a curly button. So I'm going to take a picture of that. And then I'm going to shrink it. And I'm going to show you an enlarged version of that. And it looks like, almost like a little piggy's tail, huh? See how it goes real curly like that? So that's what we call the curly Q. And one of our arrows is on the curly, and this other arrow is pointing to what?
Q.
Okay, so I want you to put your fingers up with this hand and point to the curly. Now I want you to hold your finger on the curly and don't let go. Don't let go. Now we're going to take our other hand and we're going to tap the Q. You see that? Now I'm going to show you what happens when I do that with the keyboard, and then we're going to practice some more. Look at me. 1, 2, 3. Look at me. 1, 2, 3. Look at me. Eyes on me. Tell me what to do. What do I hold down first? Okay, see how I'm holding it down? Am I letting go? Okay, what do I do with my other finger?
Q.
Tap it. Look what happened. Isn't that faster than red dot?
Yeah.
Okay, boys and girls, we're going to practice in the air again. I want everybody to pretend that you're holding down the curly. Now bring this hand around and tap the Q. Okay, curly, everybody. Q. Now, I want you to repeat after me. First I hold the curly.
First I hold the curly.
Then I tap the Q.
Then I tap the Q.
Don't let go of the curly.
Don't let go of the curly.
Then tap the Q.
Then tap the Q.
Everybody, one more time. Hold down the curly.
Hold down the curly.
Don't let go of the curly.
Don't let go of the curly.
Now tap the Q.
Now tap the Q.
Okay. Now what's going to happen, boys and girls, is you're going to go to your computers and your teacher and I are going to watch you. And I'm going to give her some of these cards that say that you know how to do this. And if you can demonstrate, if you could show us that you know how to curly Q, we will give you one of these cards. And then after you get one of these cards, you're going to open up your fast forward and you're going to log in. Okay, so that you could practice on your fast forward. Instead of doing the red dot, I want you to hold down the curly and then tap the Q. And then if you show us that, then you can open that back up again and do your usual login and start your games. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give your teacher some of these cards so that she can help me observe you, and you are going to show us that you can curly Q. So walk to your computers, and you can open up any game. It can be fast forward, it could be another game, and then hold your hand up after you practice, and you raise your hand to show us that you know how to do it. You can go to fast forward, practice, and then raise your hand when you can do it. Ready? Let's begin.